Okay, y'all, ignore my head, right? I have to cover my head whenever I come on and do any type of videos or whenever I do anything because I have been under strong spiritual attack. And now I understand why. I am in school for healthcare administration and management, master's degree school, right? We just went over a class on cryogenics. That is when scientists come and take someone who they want to study, right? And they freeze them. The reason why they freeze them because they need to catch them as they're dying, right? You need to catch them as they're dying, so their brain doesn't die, right? And then they put them in. They put them in. They put them in a frozen state. So they freeze them. So they save them. So they save their brain. They save their whole body. They freeze them. And they put them in a hyperbaric, I think I'm saying it right. I think I might be saying it wrong. A chamber. Right, a frozen chamber. So once they put them in this frozen chamber, they are allowed to stay on Earth longer, right? Okay. So I'm just going to hold this up because I need to cover my head, okay? Explain it later. Sorry. So they, yeah. So they freeze them and then scientist comes back maybe 10, 20, 30 years later and they unfreeze them. So when they unfreeze them, they come into a different century. They do all of that. Well, I feel like I was in cryogenics. I know it sounds crazy, but I feel like that. I just feel like I just woke up from a slumber. Oh, there's a beautiful bird. I just woke up from a slumber. I just found out that my whole life, everything, was a lie. I'm finding out God says speak it, and when I speak it, things are going to change. Ooh, confirmation. Excuse me, confirmation, sorry. So what I'm finding out, as I'm talking, I'm getting information from God. I'm getting information from the angels. I'm getting information from my spirit guides and ancestors. Everybody's talking. And at the same time, I'm going through spiritual attacks. Because see, who I thought my family was is not my family. See, help me break this down, God. Because they're trying to keep me from saying it as I'm saying it. Okay. So I'm finding out that my family is a true life Bible story. So I'm finding out my father, who I know, who I've been calling dad all my life, is not my dad. He's really my stepdad. And he is Cain because he killed my dad, who I knew as my uncle. He killed Abel to take Abel's spot because Abel was going to do something amazing for God. So he killed him to take his spot. Then the woman who I call my mom, oh my God, isn't really my mom. She's my mom, but not really my mom. And the reason for all the attacks in my youth is because when Cain, who was my dad, killed my real dad, who was Abel, he also left my mom. So what that did was to break her heart, so she would never complete the mission for God. So, oh my God, this is so crazy. So she wouldn't complete the mission for God. That explains a lot. He left, and then she had children. I was given to her when she was 18. She had me when she was 18. Then she had my sister 2 years behind that. And then she had my brother 2 years behind that. And then she had twin boys right behind that. Okay, so but she never raised the twin boys. I don't know if she gave them up for Yeah, she gave them up for adoption. She went away when I was a kid. Oh, a beautiful orange butterfly. Hey. So she gave him up. She gave them up for adoption when I was younger. Lord, help me break this down. This is so crazy. This is so crazy. Okay. So, they have been trying to off me, so they hired someone on the black web. He turned out to be a gay for hire, but he fell in love with me and I fell in love with him. But then God snatched me out of his hands, and I was sent to him to help heal their generation, but he rejected me, and then God couldn't heal them, and then I left, and then it was supposed to break me down, but what it really did was put me in the role that I was supposed to do. And then my auntie has been accepting all the finances that my real dad, who was able, died and left to me. And she did it twice and went towards the court and said that I was incompetent because I was really in the military. So the whole time that I was in the military, I was in different countries. And I was serving the military, fighting in different wars that they say didn't exist. And saying that I would have been MIA if I'd have been caught. See, the military used me because if you see me, I'm older than what I look, but I look very young. I'm only 5'2". In the military, I was only 5'2", and I weighed 142 to 169 my whole time in the military. So I look unassuming. And the military would use me to get the knowledge and to pay attention. So my job was to pay attention, hear the information, and bring it back word for word. My job was supply sergeant. So that meant I took care of all the ammunition and the weapons and anything that you needed, I will order it. Planes, helicopters, whatever you need, I will acquire it for the unit. And one of the jobs I had to do in the military was to put my life on the line for the weapons. So I was always with the missiles, the missile launchers, the grenades, the grenade launchers, M16s, every gun that you can ever think of. And I was sent around the country to shoot different weapons. So basically, I've shot every weapon that has ever existed. My favorite weapon, I wanted to take it, and the military said, Sergeant, you can't leave the military with that weapon. But it was the best weapon in the world. Oh my God, it's the best weapon in the world. It's the best weapon in the world. It's just the best weapon in the world. When I say it's the best weapon in the world, you shoot it and everything just disintegrates like it never existed. Best weapon in the world. So, getting back to the story. It's like they sending attacks to me to give me amnesia so I don't remember. It's too late, I remember. And then I was told, see, if you see my arms, one arm is bigger than the other. And so the story I was told is I was premature. When I came out, you could fit me in your hand. I was really, really little. I was born on 4/29, right? I'm a Taurus. So I was born on that date. But when I was born, they was like, I wasn't going to make it through the night. So the Shriners came and paid for all of my surgeries. So I had a lot of surgeries before I was 3 months old. Surgeries to help me breathe, get my lungs, surgeries for my stomach, and I ended up with a hernia because they had to feed me through my belly. A lot of stuff. I couldn't breathe on my own. I could eat on my own. So they had so many surgeries. So they said. But it turns out I was in a government program, which is so crazy. But everything came to me in a dream. And then I was standing before God, and then I saw the angels, and they was like, you got to say this. Because once you say this, we're going to go ahead and start doing what we got to do, because this is so crazy. Because your family has been lying, and what they was trying to do was get rid of me so my powers could go to my sister, because they've always made her, it was like a Cinderella story. Like, she's always been set up on a pedestal over to me. And the whole family always treated me like I didn't exist. So the goal was to keep me in a low vibration. And if I never stepped into who I'm supposed to be, like, I was never supposed to step in my North Node. Once I stepped in my North Node, there was no stopping me. But since I stepped in my North Node, they had been using the fact that I'm still in love with old dude that I left, but they don't understand when I'm a Taurus. When I'm done, I'm done. And that's it. I'm done. There's no turning back. But what was happening is, I know y'all not going to believe this, but I got to say it the way I saw it in the dream. They have been sending spells, and they've been doing curses, and they have like they saw a picture of me in my yellow sundress. So they made a dress of me. I am vibrating. I don't know if y'all can see this, but I am totally vibrating. They made a doll, a voodoo doll of me. And, oh my God, they made a voodoo doll of me. And they have been saying my name with candle magic and piercing the voodoo doll. And the goal was to switch gifts from me to my sister and to kill me. But I'm so heavily protected by things you can't see. Oh my God. And God said, if they come to you, I'm going to make my angels appear before them and take their lives. Their lives will be taken from them. Oh my God, I know it sounds crazy, but I got to release it how it's coming to me. And while I'm trying to release it, I'm getting messages on my phone telling my shh, don't tell. But then I'm also getting messages from people that I don't know. Let it out, let it out. Oh my God, it's just, and they sending stuff onto my heart to give me heart palpitations because they don't want this out. But I am who God says I am. I am mighty. I am more than enough. I am enough. And what they have started, they've started a battle. And they think that I'm walking by myself. But I'm not walking by myself. God said, it's on. God is saying, he is my rear guard. And this battle is his. And the only thing I got to do is be still and know that he is God. Things are changing, and they're changing fast. I am not incompetent. Oh my God, my ears, everything is ringing. Okay, I am not incompetent. I am in Atlanta, Georgia. If you come near me and you're not right and you're not who you're supposed to be, God is going to deal with you. Thank you, God. God is saying he's waking up his army. He's gathering them together. You know who you are. You are the black sheep of your family. You are not the black sheep. You are actually predestined for greatness since the beginning of this world. Set your hearts on things above and not on things below. The things you've heard, the things you felt, the things you've seen, you've actually seen it, you've actually felt it, you've actually heard it. We are in spiritual warfare. Time is closer than what you think it is. Time is closer than what you think it is. Time is closer than what you think it is. God is my rear guard. He is your rear guard. Put on the whole armor of God. Put on the whole armor of God. The helmet of salvation. The breastplate of righteousness. The sword of the Spirit. It is a two-edged sword. It cuts you and the person that you send the word against. The shield of faith. That is the Bible. Your loins are girded about with the spirit of truth. Your feet are shod with the preparation of the gospel. And you walk as a barefooted priest. You wait to hear the voice of God. He is the light of your... He is the light of your path and a lamp unto your way. Lean unto your not own understanding, but acknowledge him in all your ways and he'll direct your path. He said he will never leave you nor forsake you. He will not leave you without aid. Trust him. Trust him. He's awakened all sleeping giants. He's awakened all sleeping giants. There's nothing too hard for God. There is nothing impossible for God. If you can believe it, you can receive it. If you can see it, you can have it. He is hidden everything in plain sight. The ones that the builders have rejected is the cornerstone. And on this, when he build his house? He is taking the heart of stone, and turning it to flesh. God is able to do abundantly, exceedingly abundantly, above all you could ask or think, according to the power that works in you, according to the capacity that you are able to receive from him. He is your rear guard. Time is running out. Time is running out. Time is running out. Get your houses in order. Get balance. Tie up loose ends. Get your house in order. Do it today. Get your house in order. My will I give to you. I'll do what you say do. Use me, Lord, to show someone the way and enable me to say my storage is empty. And I am available to you. You gave me my voice to speak your word, to share all your praises with those who never heard. But with my eyes I feel a need for more availability. I am free. I just want to be more available to you. Lord, I'm available to you. My will I give to you. I'll do what you say do. Use me, Lord, to show someone the way and enable me to say my storage is empty and I am available to you. Someone said they were looking for me. Here I go. Here I go. Let's get ready to rumble. Get in position. It's time. Time is running out. Let go. Let God. Let go. Let God. Let go. Let God. Set your sights on those things above. Set your vibration higher. They can't touch you. If God be for you, who can be against you? If God be for you, who can be against you? If God be for you, who can be against you?